Hello, Lennar.
Hello. So, video on. Sorry, I'm outside in the sun.
And that's good. I'm inside in the office. Hello, David. Did I say your name right, Lennar?
Yeah. So, we have 5 people, right?
Myra.
Hi.
We should
It's
have
been
5.
years. How are you?
Doing great. Just come to see old friends.
It's crazy, hey? Myra and I go way back to the launch of EOS mainnet. We did a lot of meetups and things in China, in Shanghai.
Yep. And your wife?
Yeah, she's not coming tonight. She's busy watching Netflix, I think.
I know.
Who we missing? Huge. Let me see if I can ping him on Telegram. Oh, here it comes.
By the way, while we're connecting, is my mic picking up wind or anything?
It sounds good.
Okay, thank you.
And also, when I came in, it said it was recording. So I don't know if you have to go and click a record, but mine seemed to just do it by itself.
So, who's the host? Because I don't have recording permissions.
It must be me because
Ross.
I came in.
Yeah.
So it says that it's recording. So that's all good. I'll make sure I submit it after this.
We'd all record just in case. I think it's under participants. Right click on just people.
Oh, great. Hello, Yush. I don't know how we say your name.
Hello, nice to meet you in Eden community. My name is Yu, and I'm Korean, but I can not speak English. I will vote for great leader, Gula.
Thanks. I suppose I didn't do any of the trial elections. I don't know if any of you did, but it would probably be great if we just introduce ourselves, I think.
I think we can do, we have 40 minutes total, right?
Yeah.
I think like 5 minutes, just talk about whatever, like 1 minute, 5 minutes, doesn't matter. Just we take turns one by one.
Go for it.
I can go first, yeah, sure. I do have a presentation.
Oh, wow. Okay, great.
I figured it's more fun this way if there's like something to look at. Hopefully it won't take more than 5 minutes.
Okay, cool.
I need to somehow share my, okay, so we need permissions for screen sharing as well.
Wait, let me see, screen share.
It's under just participants and right click and should have like some sort of.
It says one participant can share at a time. Advanced sharing. Oh, there you go. All participants. There you go.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Cool.
So try to go full screen. Does this work?
It looks good. But tell us about yourself before you go straight into it. Let's hear a little bit about everybody who they are.
It's in the presentation. I will.
All right. Nice.
I figured we have 40 minutes. I figured I'll prepare and try to in 5 minutes get through everything I want to talk about, and then pass it on to the next person.
Okay. Hey, if everybody's happy, we'll just let them go for it. Unless anybody else has anything to say.
No, it's gonna be 5 minutes. Like I'll be fast.
Go. You don't have to be that fast.
We don't have a lot of time. Anyways, so presentation for the first Eden election, which is glad to be here. So about me. So I studied finance at Stockholm School of Economics. So I got a finance background. started in investment management, moved to be a team lead at a AI startup. And I'm a co-founder of and a front-end developer of two EOS projects, Consortium and CTF. Worked on them for 2 years. Also done like meddled in smart contract development, but it's just for toy projects. I'm mostly a web developer. And regarding the election, if I should be elected, then I would use the funding for mostly the further Consortium and CTF, the two projects. And in the upcoming slides, I'll just go through what the steps are and how they benefit Eden members and what the funding would be used for in each project. So let's start with CTF, or cryptocurrency exchange traded fund. So new EdenOnEOS members, community members have the same questions. So which token should I buy? How much should I buy of them? When should I sell? Because you don't know anything about the projects as you join EOS. And to eliminate those investment problems, we started CTF and EOS ETF. So
I love the way you
think
got
of EOS
emanates in there, just putting that out there. I love the way that emanates is featured in your slide deck. Thank you.
no problem. No, they're in EOS ETF. So they're supposed to be on here. So you have 13 mainnet tokens that get backed into the EOS ETF token. And people can buy one token and be invested in 13 projects. So that's the point of EOS ETF. And the beauty of it is that you don't have to think about what to buy. You just buy the fund. You don't have to worry about missing out on projects or holding ones that are going down. You just have fund managers do the analysis for you. They buy good projects, sell bad ones. And in summary, you just get your well thought through portfolio without doing any research. So that's the point of a fund. This is the interface on eosetf.io. Currently, you can create EOS ETF by sending in 13 tokens by using buy and create or buy missing and create. And you can also redeem them by sending in the EOS ETF. It's also a chart about the token distribution or the current portfolio allocation on there. So the price of EOS ETF is pegged to the price of the tokens it consists of. And the token is traded on DeFi box, so anyone can do arbitrage in case there's some mispricing. And they're doing it right now. There's bots actually working. And the traction so far. So we launched a fund 6 months ago, and 35 individuals invested, creating $30,000 worth of EOS ETF. There are 5 people in the multisig, 2 core developers, me and Vlad, and 3 investors. And currently 115 people hold EOS ETF. So by the way, feel free to cut me off if I'm going over like 5 minutes or yeah.
I forgot to start the timer. It's all good.
Right. Well, we do need to look at the timer. Anyways, our plans for the future. So after fully developing the EOS ETF, we want to scale it. So we want to let anyone create their own ETFs on EOS. And like synthetic and wrap tokens would become more popular on EOS, then it would be possible to create all kinds of ETFs. So you could add tokens from other chains, tokens that represent real estate, stocks, commodities, so on. You can imagine like having all your investment needs covered by buying only one token on EOS. And yeah, that's called the holy grail of finance. If I would get elected in the first round, we would deliver the following features. So automatic rebalancing, and the new UI for that. And, we start building it already. And in a few months, we want to onboard the fund managers already. So yeah.
Yourself. Hi.
So, and in addition to automatic rebalancing, if elected in the first round, we would improve tokenomics, add historical performance data, improve the redemption function, and we would use the funds to start attracting those fund managers. And yeah, planned out the second round as well, just in case. So we would do everything mentioned previously, and we'd also pay for code audits and create the EOS ETF into liquidity pool, which are both like super needed.
I like the way that it's benefiting all of these projects.
본문을
Hey,
갖다가
hey, Yuj, can you hear us?
Got
You on? Can you put it on mute?
Yeah,
Can you
Thank you.
go on mute? Actually, wait, oh wait, I can mute him. Oh, there we go. I can mute him.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
thanks
Wish
so
I
much.
knew I could have done that earlier.
I heard something as well. I just I turned my earphones down
Yeah.
so I could hear myself. So, but yeah, if I were to win the third round, we would add 4 full-time developers and build a protocol that would enable anyone to create and manage ETFs. Now, the second project, I'll try to be faster. This one. So, consortium, maybe anyone's seen it. It's the first tab that we built. It's an on-chain polling tab, lets communities on the mainnet use their tokens or 1 vote per person system to vote in the polls that they create. Launched it 2 years ago. More than 10,000 votes have been cast through consortium now. We have 1,000 or like 1,500 accounts that have interacted with the tab. So each community has their own feed with their polls. You get govern rewards for voting and creating popular polls. You can then stake that govern, our token, for your community and increase the amount of rewards that anyone else in the community gets for polling and voting. And we also recently, most relevant slide, added a claiming tool to consortium. So it lets Eden members claim various EOS mainnet tokens. And the feature could be seen as like an UBI for Eden members. And already over 60 people have used it. Well, yeah.
I'm surprised I hadn't heard of it. That's very cool.
Yeah, it bounced around a bit. It's actually, yeah. Okay.
I tried, but it says that I'm not whitelisted.
Yeah, it should work now. It should work now. I'm not going to go into the reason behind that. It was yeah. We'll get that fixed fully, but for anyone who got that error, it's gonna work now.
Okay.
So consortium is just a working solution that needs more traction before we develop it any further. And with all the great news on EOS already, we do expect more users on consortium. And we've thought about catering consortium to communities created in Eden, so we could add new Eden communities to consortium automatically. That's something we'd like to build. So the last slide, sum it up. If I get elected, we would build a fully functional ETF with fund managers that will solve investment worries for Eden and EOS members. I will maintain consortium and improve governance on EOS. And I will participate in all the Eden's meetings, obviously, and think of possible bylaws and review bylaws of other people. Thank you.
Nicely prepared, man. Thanks for sharing it. I suppose in the interest of
listening.
I suppose in the interest of time, let's move on to the next person.
Yes.
I think Myra, do you want to go?
Yeah, I'm actually not running the election today and just come here to see friends, so I guess I will vote. Do you have a presentation, Rose?
No,
No?
I don't have a presentation.
Oh, gosh.
But tell us about
So-
yourself. Tell us about yourself and what you'd be looking for, perhaps.
Yeah, we are down to 25 minutes, I think.
Just go quick.
Yeah.
We only had one election person in the groups. So I will let Rose introduce yourself first. I will think about it. I will do the second. Please do
Okay.
first.
Okay. Well, I don't know. David, you go first. I think David, you go first.
No, I'm a community member since the beginning, and following the EOS, getting frustrated about our reliance on everything had to be coming from B1. Now finally I'm happy because the community got over it, and not going to try to get elected. I'm a developer, backend developer, little experience in smart contracts, and not working directly with anything EOS related. But I just wanted to participate because I'm kind of finally coming through to see something useful in EOS, because until now we were in wait mode for 3 years and didn't help. Any of us.
I know there definitely a lot of people I think feel exactly the same as you.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay, well, let me talk about me and what I would do if I was elected. I actually resigned from my professional career in 2017 to actually launch EOSphere. So EOSphere are a block producer, started out primarily on EOS mainnet, put together a team of about 7 industry professionals, and went all the way through into mainnet launch. We did all sorts of stuff, including like road shows around Australia. So EOSphere is a Australian-based block producer, right? All sorts of road shows around the capital cities in Australia. We went to Hong Kong. We went to Shanghai before the EOS launch, and then went at it to try and get elected. You know, to try and run EOS. Like I know, David, you hinted at it, how you expected it to be run, where there was a definite governance layer and there was investment into applications that were being developed, like dApps. And obviously, we immediately realized that this isn't a way that we will be able to fund a business. There is a voting mechanism that you need in order to get yourself elected to be able to earn revenue. And unless you're in with some of the big holders or the exchanges, it was very difficult in order to get some kind of revenue stream into our business. So a lot of the guys that I started EOSphere off, they just went back to normal professional careers, and I stayed in it. Myself and my wife actually now jointly own EOSphere, and we have expanded it out to cover 7 chains and like 6 test nets. So we run infrastructure services and governance for EOS, WAX, Telos, FIO, or Proton, and the Jungle testnet, right? We started a development company called EOSphere Dev that was actually building smart contracts and application front ends for purely on EOS. And because some of our clients were having some difficulty in getting funding through EOS VC, we changed the name to Rewired.one. So Rewired.one is our development and project management entity that builds only on EOS.io at the moment. Most of the work that we're doing is mainly in the private chains, actually. However, the Rewired.one guys are involved with Emanate. So Emanate actually contract us in to augment their team to help build. I don't know if you would have seen, they've got a mobile app out at the moment, still running on EOS.io. The Emanate token still, EOS mainnet is still a EOS mainnet token. I think, I mean, and now fast forward, it's 2021, right? Still in it, still going at it. Most of our funding or our revenue definitely doesn't come from EOS mainnet at all. EOS mainnet, you need to know the right people and essentially pay to be elected, because everybody that votes for anything, they just delegate their authority through to a voting pool and get some kind of rewards. And the block producers, the guys that are actually running the infrastructure services, everything from API nodes to building history solutions and all that kind of stuff, you know, they kind of left empty-handed. And that's why we kind of went to other chains. Other chains definitely fund us effectively. I think that I've got a lot of experience in the EOS.io space and a lot of experience with all of the community members in the EOS mainnet. I am so super happy when I came into this call today and I saw all of these unfamiliar faces. I didn't know these people. You know, I'm so used to going in and seeing all the OGs, all the guys that I've been working with over the last 4 years. And it was so great to see the community members now involved. I think it's fantastic that the community is stepping up and actually helping push the direction, make sure that the applications get funded, make sure that EOS gets the kind of marketing and evangelism that it deserves. I'm so hell-bent on EOS.io being the most effective blockchain software out there. I think it's just really had a tough time. We're all hanging on for B1, they never delivered. We're all hanging on for EOS VC, they never delivered. And I can tell you some horror stories about that, but it'll probably be an overshare and somebody will hit me with an NDA. I can say that if I was elected, and I don't think that I mean, because I'm involved from a block producer perspective, I probably don't bring all of these new age ideas, like some of this new blood ideas. However, I do have a lot of experience inside of the community and in the space. I've been at it for 4 years now. I have invested a huge amount of my life into building applications on EOS.
Explanation.
I've got the mute power. There we go, muted. I spent a lot of effort in building a development business and still building applications and services on EOS.io chains. Right now, we've got 52 servers that we're running across multiple data centers, all for EOS.io based technology. And a lot of those are funding us quite well. Love to put some more of that effort back into EOS mainnet, which has also got, I think it's got like 10 servers still running now. We take about 2,500 requests a second just in our Australian based servers. So people here in Australia are still using EOS. And of course we're building on EOS. So yeah, I can definitely, if I had to get funding, I would be funding some of the applications that I know that have had a hard time getting funding through EOS BC. And that's the honest truth. Yeah, and that's me.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for your presentation, Rose. So
it was a hand
Mara,
presentation.
Yeah, I was in EOS community since day one. So today, it's been a while, and I run my own marketing company, PR company for blockchain events. Blockchain project. I send the website here. For today, I have been used for so long. Also today, having this meeting is also I'm helping to write something and to provide the EdenOnEOS selection procedure to some Chinese medium, because as Rose said it, I hate the market is so small. I hate it's only EOS person. I want all the crypto, other blockchain, all the cryptocurrency token holder can know more about us. So you see, I just write something and release some news. And so between tomorrow, I will write some blog also about our our event today, and input some ideas, and we'll make sure there will have more than 1 or 2 big tier 1 medium, and maybe other 50 small tier medium, to having some report about Eden election, because I don't want it's only us we talk about EOS, and I prefer all the blockchain know about it. So yeah, glad to meet everyone, and that is me.
Thank you.
I think a massive failing on the EOS mainnet's part is we've all been hanging on for that funding that was meant to come from Block One. You know, we were, Mara and I were both at B1 June in Washington, DC, and we all got hyped up about how there were these billions of dollars that were going to be coming in via these venture capital organizations. And I know people that have worked with those VC funds, and there was just so much red tape that nothing ever happened. And the guys that I know that did get funded ended up getting like 50 grand. I mean, how far can 50 grand go when you want to build some kind of application that's going to be consumed by the mainstream? It doesn't go pretty far. I mean, you need like $1 million, or a few $100,000 in order to get it really mainstream. And this is I'm very excited about the whole EOS Foundation. I'm so excited about the selection process, and getting the community involved, because I think it's gonna change it. And yes, I'm still guilty. I'm a bag holder from the original RCO still. It's like I've never even touched those tokens. They're still all locked away in Rex, staked up. But yeah, we need to change. Yeah, same, hey David, you're the same.
About meeting new people, I think one of the coolest ways to, I don't know, get to know the community is just induct new people. So that's like, yeah, I've done a lot of inductions recently, and you just stay on the call and you stay for an extra 20 minutes,
get to know
extra,
them.
and yeah. there's
Yeah.
a lot of the community is there in the induction calls.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So-
good source for that.
So I suppose we have to vote now.
Ross,
Hmm.
could you give a few examples of the app or the apps that you wanted to fund or have?
To be honest, my focus would probably be on funding Emanate at the moment. Emanate are
Are they
obviously,
not leaving because they were like,
know.
getting funds from others and
yeah, so they got other funds. Like I said, the Emanate mainnet, the Emanate EOS mainnet token is still there. However, there is an Ethereum bridge, so that they can wrap up the Emanate tokens on both sides. I think that you know
is that
those
for liquidity, or are they thinking about getting away completely?
no, they won't get away completely. It'll always be there. I think Sean, the CEO, he sees EOS mainnet as like a layer 2 solution. It's a solution that everybody's going to be using for the transactions. But he sees that in order to get mainstream media coverage, you need something on Ethereum, at least now. You know, you look at even NFTs. Ethereum is a crap platform to run NFTs on, because you want to send an NFT, it's going to cost you $100. You know, what the hell? You know, it's silly. However, everybody knows Ethereum. All the developers are Solidity. Everybody knows about it. It's so easy to market. You know, it's going to change. Emanate are not leaving. Emanate are definitely on. I mean, Sean's very bitter about his experience with EOS VC, but they're still here. They're just expanding. So they've got NFTs that run on the Wax platform. They've got wrap tokens that run on the Ethereum platform, but the actual core Emanate token is on EOS mainnet. You can't just rip it up and take it away. Yeah, and I think that if I had the funding, I would direct it that way, with the idea that keep going on the EOS mainnet platform, because funding will come, visibility will come, things are changing. I'll be pushing that at them. You know, that's my angle.
One of the things I keep thinking about is kind of the creating new accounts. If there is a way to share an account with DApp users, like for example, the DApp has an account that can create sub accounts for the users that share the same resources, instead of needing like one use for each new account. You just take the RAM from the main account and everything. I think it's kind of a solution to the onboarding for the apps, but I still wrapping my head around how to propose something like that. And because for me, like each one needs to, that you have to subsidize accounts is kind of a
Yeah, I mean,
level barrier. Yeah, I don't know.
I haven't actually looked at it in a while. I don't know what the amount of new accounts being onboarded into the EOS mainnet. However, I can tell you from an infrastructure load, EOS mainnet isn't the busiest chain. The busiest chain is Wax. Wax has got so much going on it. The amount of RAM that's being used from applications and actual NFTs being used is way bigger than, I mean, I honestly, right now, I think we're using over 40 gigs of RAM only for the chain state on Wax, and on EOS, I think it's like 6. That's the difference. And I think that Wax did quite well. They've got a wallet, a custodial wallet. I mean, it's not pure crypto, but it's easy to onboard people. It's called the Wax Cloud Wallet. It's quite good. You know, maybe something like that in the EOS space. You know, we also do work on FIA. I don't know if you heard of FIA. It's a foundation for inter-wallet operability, right? It also makes it easy for crypto to be sent and received across multi-parties, and not only on EOS.io, even on like Bitcoin. The really cool thing about it is that it can request you, like, I don't say, please just send me some, you owe me some tokens, send it to me. I actually send you a request and you just accept that. So that's pretty cool. You know, that kind of thing on EOS mainnet could also help. It's all about, yeah, getting rid of that onboarding trick. And yeah, nobody's really put any investment into it. I know that the Lynx wallet was pretty good at one point. Remember, you could buy Lynx tokens. Lynx then became Proton, now Metal. But you used to be able to easily get a wallet. They're giving away free wallets that got people on, and it gave you resources, like what you're saying. You know, resources were given to you, which was fantastic. You know, we just don't have that issue at the moment on mainnet. It's not that expensive to actually get an account. It's not hard to get the RAM. It's just not really busy. But I suppose you would have that problem again as it starts to ramp up. And I reckon you're absolutely right. You know, something that's going to pay for resources for the applications that need to run, or at least make it easy for users to simply use these applications, will make a difference. I hadn't thought about that in a while on EOS, to be honest. But yeah, I think you're right.
Okay, basically then we have to, like, we are down to 8 minutes.
Yeah, we need to vote.
Yeah, we need to decide between Ross and Lennar, isn't it?
Well, there's nothing stopping us voting from anybody here. You know,
Yeah, but the rest of us didn't propose
because
ourselves to go forward, isn't it?
the way I understand it, and I could be wrong, you don't have to bring a proposal. You can just bring the right kind of mindset, and you can support other people's proposals. Somebody that was leading would be able to push the right stuff, you know. Yeah, so
that's true, but you need to vote for yourself to be elected. That's the whole thing.
That's true.
Then if I, for example, if I don't have interest in go forward, then
Yeah.
okay.
You can make someone go around you.
Okay, but yeah, I mean, okay, but I can vote for anybody, right? So that's cool. All right. So
We have to reach consensus in call, because otherwise we're all gonna lock in our votes in the UI, and it's gonna be basically, yeah, we need to figure it out in the call, like agree on what we're gonna vote for.
okay, well, I'm gonna vote for you, Lennar, because I think that you put the effort into what you're going to talk about and where you're going to be putting your funds, and I love that. So you got my vote.
And you got mine. Yeah, I see it.
no, that's not the best way, actually.
No, it's up to you guys.
Because if you don't vote for yourself, you're wasting the other votes then.
So Lena, will you vote for yourself?
Sorry?
Will you vote for yourself?
I would suggest that the rest of you figure out who should go around you, and then Ross or I will switch our votes to be for ourselves.
I think you already
So
got
we
two.
would pass someone on.
Lena, do you have to vote already?
I don't think anybody's voted yet. It hasn't showed me. So you 3 votes.
So yeah, we need your votes, just Ross or Lennar, and then I think either one of us should switch our votes to ourselves, and this way we will pass someone on to round 2.
Okay,
So,
cool.
Ross, I saw you already vote for Lena, right?
I haven't voted at all yet.
Okay, you vote first.
No, you guys have to vote. Mara, Yuj, and David, you guys vote. And
I mean, I could vote for either of you, but I think that Lennar brings a little more kind of innovation on new things, and kind of you already have your pie, more or less. Kind of your business is running already, and with the bugs, with all the change, you can kind of pushing the same things forward, or keep pushing it. And I think I will vote for Lennar because of that.
Myra?
cool.
Need-
Mara,
need to figure
Yuj?
out.
I want to be the last.
Yuj, you need to vote.
I will vote the last person. I will be the last one to vote.
Sure. So
Yuj, are you there?
I wonder if, no, yeah, no, the mic is on, but there's no sound.
He's gone off. Maybe he's not voting. We just need 2/3, so we'll need 3.
I'm both Ross.
Okay, thanks, Yuj. Myra, it's up to you.
Sorry. Who just voted before?
It's David voted. So Ross voted for Ross. Lennar voted for Lennar. David voted for Lennar. Yuj voted for Ross. Now it's down to you to decide. You are the final
gosh.
vote.
Okay. Oh gosh.
Oh no, it's nothing hectic, man. It's all good.
Okay. I see. Because for the consensus, because seems the Korean friend is not replying, right?
No, he just replied. He said he's going to vote for me.
Okay.
So you are the split vote. It's your decision. And there's no stress. This is you know what you feel is going to work. I mean, Lennar's got some new blood. He's got some good ideas. You know me.
나 이거 한 번만 해줘. 누구 지금 협의
But
중이거든.
Lina, where do you come from? Is your team established so far?
Yes, from Estonia, moved to Cyprus with a co-developer. So we're building
where?
both projects here.
Can you type the location to me in the chat? Okay. So second question, did you run last time Eden? How far have you ever arrived?
I could not participate in the trial elections.
So
It's
this is
my
your
first
first
time
time.
in the,
Okay.
yeah, I
How
couldn't join
about
those.
you, Ross? Did you participate the trial?
No, this is my first time as well.
Okay. I need 1 minute. You talk about anything else?
David, where are you from? What? Yeah, you're mute.
I just want to ask one more question. Okay, since both of you are never joined the trial, I just want to warning you that it's really fierce in France. How much confidence you got? You believe you can go into the next round? This is question number 1. It's only 1 minute. Please reply me.
Okay, I would do the same presentation again. Ross, we have to vote.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I'll go with you. I don't have anything specifically prepared, and I am old school in the space.
Yeah.
How much
Personally,
confidence do you feel you can win the next round?
I don't know. I don't know what the competition is going to be like.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's very much depends on the competition.
Last
Yeah.
question, 1 minute. How, Leonard, do you feel you can make a change for EOS with
I
your
will
presentation?
either way, but yes, that's what we're going for.
Rose, will you make a difference? Do you have the confidence you make a difference?
I haven't changed the way I do things, and I think we need new blood. So I think we need community members to be more involved. It's more important than me being there. That's what I personally think.
So the procedure, I think after people, we will write our vote in a spreadsheet soon. In that moment.
We need to vote in the
Blood on chain.
UI.
Chain, yeah. In which link?
On the on the Genesis Eden page. You know the page, the blockchain page. You'll see it there.
Yeah.
There's some tick boxes.
Okay.
And you need Anchor open.
And you need Anchor open, yeah.
Okay, I will think about it and we'll do the move really soon.
Okay, cool.
Now let's talk about whatever.
All right. So I'm gonna execute on what we said. I'm gonna vote for me, Lena, you're gonna vote for you and everywhere else. Do your votes.
Okay.